again, like Colette, I met Akilish in many of the same circumstances. I was a new kid at Gates, our elementary school, in second grade. And Akilish was one of the first friends that I ever made at that school. I still remember, how supportive and how welcoming he was. And, he had a lot of friends, he was loud with all of them, but he, was always very opening to introduce me to everyone and help me be a part of the group as well. And that really meant a lot to me when I moved here. And, it's been the same thing ever since. Like, he's always been someone who brings people together, who's always inviting people just, to so you can make more memories with him and with everyone else. But one of my favorite, moments with Akilish is something we used to do a lot a couple of years ago. Akilish was at this point getting really into track and into cross country and stuff like that. And every weekend, maybe every other weekend, sometimes even during the week, we'd go on the trail. I'd be riding my bike, which was really slow. Loki went at the same pace as him, and he'd be running, and we'd run, all the way to Chelmsford. We'd go to a place called Hart Pond, and we spent a lot of, we made a lot of memories on those trips. We talked a lot. We discussed, we learned a lot about each other and those things. And I always remember that with Akilish, you could always tell how dedicated he was to getting what he wanted to be and where he is now running track in college, but also how he wanted to do it with his friends, with the people who mattered the most to him. And it really meant a lot to me that we could make all those memories and run and bike all those times together and spend all that time together. And I can't wait to see what he does in the next 4 years and beyond with the rest of his life. I know he's a really dedicated person, and I know he's going to do a lot of great things. So thank you, Akilish. Good luck.